During the Cold War, the world was divided into two halves. Not technically divided, but split in terms of ideology. One half was capitalist and democratic, the other communist, and in the middle was a gray area where things were kind of fuzzy. The capitalists had one superpower, the United States. United. The communists had two, Russia and China. Russia and China didn't like each other very much, but they both hated the US. So they formed an alliance. This alliance didn't last very long because in 1962, Russia and China had a big fight. They were both communists, but they had different ideas about how communism should be run. The Russians thought they should focus on industry and technology. The Chinese thought they should focus on farming and the military. The Russians called the Chinese communists agricultural, and the Chinese called the Russians urban. Neither of them could call themselves rural because that would imply that they lived on farms, and they didn't want to be associated with that. So the world was split into three. The US over here, Russia, and China over here, and a bunch of other countries in the middle. This made it really hard for those countries to pick a side, especially since the superpowers kept fighting over who had the best system. It wasn't until the 1990s that we got some clear answers. You see, by then, both superpowers had fallen apart. The US won the Cold War, but that's a story for another time.